guys, what's up? This is Seriously Silly with another paintball video. This time I'm using a Macdev GT, and what I wanted to do was just have a nice rec day, a nice laid back day to put a second case through the GT. Now when I first got it, I put about a case through it over a couple of days because I was having some issues with drop off and not firing sometimes. I guess it was just bolt stick. But after I wiped off the factory lube and put some militia lube in there, I went out to go play
to the bunker.
And put a second case through it. Now, the first game was a nice 2 versus 3, and they were basically first timers. And this field is the bus field, which is an attack and defend field. And there were 3 in the bus, and I was with.
Let me know when you want to advance.
Attacking it. And
I'm going to go to that one right there in the middle.
To advance with
Do you want to go or should I go?
Unfortunately, as we were going up, he gets hit.
I mean, it's up
so
to
it was
you.
just me against those 3 guys. As you can see in the field, as I move up, that there were
got hit?
2 stayed in the bus, and 1 was outside behind the bus, pacing back and forth, and shoot at us from the left and to the right. But I was really trying to get the guy to move up with me, make it a good time for him, being it was all their first time. But they were pretty cool guys. They were pretty open to moving up, so they didn't just stay in the back and shoot. So over here, I managed to get the 2 that were in the bus.
Is he out?
The 1 out behind the bus, and instead of having a shootout with them, I just slowly move up and managed to touch the bus and just end it. This is the second game. We were playing in the woods. This is one of the, well, this is the biggest field that they have in Longman. And there you go. You see my one of the noob moments of the day. I forget to turn the gun on and the hopper on, and I run to the first bunker and nothing. But it's good that there were no drop off or bolt stick throughout the day. So I was very happy about that. There was supposed to be somebody with me, but as I ran, I don't know what happened to him. So I was just trying to advance to the right and trying to look for other people that are coming. But there was actually one guy on the other side that was hidden behind a bunker with some twigs and decided to just try and squeeze a pinball right through the twigs, and somehow it went through and got the guy out. And I was using the low grade paints. I don't
on your
the
right.
name of the paint, but it shot well. I didn't have any breaks and pretty accurate. So that was good. Now my buddy who paid for the mid grade paint had some problems with the paintballs breaking in the hopper and missed out on a few games. But
they're in there. They're inside.
I'm moving up on the right side. I see.
They're inside.
A guy on my team who moved up in the middle. And I just wanted to let him know that I was coming up on the right, and I was on the same team. Just wanted to make sure that he didn't think I was on the other team and have some friendly fire. Believe it or not, this is the field where I have been hit by my teammate more than any of the other fields because it is big, it gets confusing. So both of us move up to their bunker, their shed, all the way in the back. There must have been 4 or 5 in there. So I was just using that to pick them off as they left. Like I said, there were like 4 or 5 inside. They eventually just decided to come out, and I was able to shoot them as they was coming out. And as I approached, there was one guy.
Surrender! Surrender!
I yelled surrender to, but I guess he wasn't sure of the surrender rule. So the refs are calling out surrender. I'm just staying there. He manages to go around the bunker, and fortunately he didn't shoot me in the back. But he was just a little confused on why he was out when I called surrender. So, but he was pretty cool. Here we go. Mad props to Austin, Tom, Zach, who were the refs over there. They were pretty cool. It was fun talking with them, spending some time just between games and talking. Here we are again in the woods. I decided to take the right side, and I believe one of the first timers, the guy who I played with in the bus, came with me.
I'm going to try and get him if
So we were just trying to advance toward the right side. And there were only a few people. I don't know what happened to them. It was a big group. I don't know what happened to them. They must have gone
Okay, he's out. He's
down
out.
the middle or
You got the other one on the right too?
left, but we didn't really see too many. As far as the GT, it worked really well. It was pretty quiet. I'm really pleased with how it worked, or how it performed. I'm coming from the droid, and I really liked how it felt. But there's a guy again, decided to go prone. So I figured, let me just move up myself and see if I move up behind it a little bit later. But the GT is nice and smooth, pretty quiet. Some of the people who have had Luxus have said that it felt about the same, shot about the same. Here I am, moving up on the right side, trying to get a few more people.
He's down. He's down. I think they're all on the left side.
So I take the guy on
Let's go around this way.
So
Catch him from the back.
Advancing with me. We managed to go all the way to the back to where their base was. And my plan was
We
to
just have to be careful
lead
for
them
friendly fire.
and hook around to our left and get people in the back. But as we're walking towards the back, there was actually somebody on the other team just camping out in back center and started shooting. And unfortunately, he's the one who got shot. So
Did it break on you?
I
Did it
shoot
break?
that guy. And there he is. He got hit, so he couldn't take the glory. So here it is. I'm hooking around. I see one guy behind a bunker. Shoot him, and he says he thought I was on the same team, but I didn't want to give my position away, so I didn't yell out no. But just let him know that I wasn't there, I wasn't on his team, and let him be. And I see one guy, actually it was the guy that I surrendered, moving up on the right side, and decided to try and follow him, try and sneak up on him, try to be predator-like. But by this time I was a little winded, and I just tried to catch up to him, but he just kept on walking. Yeah, it definitely went cooler in my head, thinking I could sneak up on him, but I was just like, nah, forget it. Let me just surrender him from a fair distance. Now, if I had a foam sword, that would have been a totally different story. Definitely would have tried to get up on him.
Surrender! Surrender!
There he is. There he was, just...
Now he's following you.
I yelled surrender and turned back and decided to move forward, so I just took a shot. He was pretty cool. He was a good guy. Here we are again at the bus. This time we're defending it. A few more people this time. This time my buddy Ed and his son Josh.
Hopper! Hopper hit!
Get
You're
out
out!
and play for a little bit.
Got him in the hopper. He's not coming out. Is it only one person on the left? He's out, he's out, he's out.
Okay, so the guy finally gets out after being hit in the hopper. And we just try to advance a little bit to meet up with the people on the other team. Almost left myself open going to this bunker. Fortunately, I saw him first, otherwise I would have been dead. But this bus field is one of the smaller ones. Pretty quick games here in Long Live. They're working on moving to the next area next door, and it's going to be totally different field. So, oh, here we are. I got hit on the right. I don't know where it came from. Got hit on the right hand. Here we are on another field. This used to be the town with a lot of kind of like sheds and windows that you can shoot out of, but they're breaking it all down, and they left a couple of the structures up. So some of the guys were leaving soon, so they just wanted to get a quick game instead of waiting for the big woods game. There were about 35, 40 people that were playing in the woods, so that was going to take a long time. So a few of us just stayed back and asked one of the refs to just watch us in this little field. So we're started on this side, and our plan was to try and rush to the right and take that bunker. So we're just trying to hold them down, and we didn't really see anybody advancing. So we're just trying to hold them back, try and get a few people out. Those guys on the right were supposed to already take it, but I guess they were taking some fire. So I was going to give them a few minutes, and I was going to try and run to the middle myself. Try and get this game a little bit quicker. So when I finally run to there, the guy would chose to run up to, but that was good. Provided cover on the right. So since he has the right, I just decided to just go up the middle and see what's going on. But yeah, nobody really came out. Didn't really see anybody on the left because they just stayed in that little shed there. So I go up to it, look through the window, see who's there. I think there were 2 people in there. So shot them out. There we go. And there's one guy all the way in the back. Shoot his
Surrender!
hopper,
Surrender!
and the lid comes off, but he didn't yell out, so I go up and finally make him go out.
5 seconds!
Here we are playing again, back to back on the other side now. I realized why those guys didn't spread out. It's definitely a lot harder to spread out. Not much cover to go to the next bunker. So I was basically stuck on the left, just trying to shoot out people and prevent them from doing what we did. And finally, I actually get into a battle with Ed's son, Josh.
They didn't make it to the fort yet. There's one behind the back. Go ahead.
Yeah, where's he at? I can throw that on cover.
He's straight ahead.
So we stayed there for a few minutes, and
To the right of the...
then I decided to try and dive to the next bunker. Try to give him some cover, but no, somebody all on the right side got him on the foot.
What? No, it was the other guy. Somebody came out. Somebody crushed.
So I try to move up myself after a few minutes. Stay
Yo,
there,
paint check, paint check.
try and get a good angle
Tom!
on somebody. But I get hit on the right side too. Okay, finally we were able to play in a different field. This is the Lego field. I had to watch out for some of the mud puddles there. It had rained a couple of days before and they're known to have mud puddles and that water stinks. So try not to get caught in that one.
Where is he? Where is he?
I think that was the guy that got hit in the toe before. So he was on the other team right behind the tree. Tried to get a hit on him. So I got up closer and was able to finally get him. And I think he was the only one on the right, so only two people left, back center, back left. Try to move up. Finally see that I'm there. So the back
No, back left.
center calls himself out, and I'm shooting it back left, and the ref thinks I'm shooting it back center, who already called himself out. So just make sure I wasn't overshooting anybody. Okay, same on the other side of the Lego field. There goes Ed going for the snake and just try to lane him up and got him out. So I try and take snake. Try to move up as much as I can. Somebody on back right and somebody on the left. There goes Josh, Ed's son, who I just took out coming out on the snake. And Josh gets revenge on me as I reload and try to peek out, and gets me right on the shoulder. Alright, now this is a different field. This is the Spools field, one of the bigger ones. And as you can see, there were quite a few people. What, 25 people. There's that guy again.
Unless you play reserve in the back and just wait a few minutes.
He was a pretty cool guy. With all the get-up and so he had a rental, so I asked him about it. He actually came with a G4 that he purchased recently. And I asked him what happened to the G4. He said that he had a leak out of the ASA and there weren't enough people in the field to try and fix it. So I'm like, yeah, I know how to fix it. So after a few minutes of convincing him that
Excuse me, sir, your strap
some
is
G3s
down.
and G4s, I finally took it out of his
The knee
car.
strap.
Told him that it was easy to take out the lever, the pin, and change the O-rings, and finally got it out. Now this guy, he's rocking an ether. So I was talking with him for a few minutes.
Only thing is,
Turns out he's
we're
an
going to be a little
Ironballer,
bit weak on the right.
plays
Maybe I should go
in
right.
an outlaw field in Newark, which is an abandoned factory, which is pretty cool. I've played with them once or twice before, so but I've never seen him. But he was a pretty laid-back guy, and started talking to him too. And we basically thought the same thing, since there were so many people.
Sorry?
Both of
Shoot
us
the guy
would
with the shield.
just try and stay back, stay out of everything, because as you can see, there's going to be like 3 or 4 people behind the bunker, so we'll just stay and let them have at it. the guy finally stopped the leak out of his ASA and his G4, so he was really happy about finally getting a chance to use it instead of the rental. Unfortunately, they were about to go soon, and he only had about a hopper and maybe a couple of pots left, and he only had a couple of games left in him. But at least he was able to get it fixed and use it again out on the field, so I felt good about that. So as you can see, there are 2, 3, sometimes 4 people behind the bunker. No, that's okay. So after a few minutes, we try to move up on the right. Up to the 50. There's Josh. We're trying to take care of the back left. There's a lot more people on the back left. Just a few people on the back right.
Back right, back right!
Back left, back left!
So I wasn't careful of that angle in that bunker. And just stand up. I get shot in the arm from the left.
Huh?
Watch those angles.
Over there, back left got me on the arm.
Yeah, there's only what?
5 seconds, guys.
3 or 4 people left. On the other end. Basically the same strategy, just stay in the back, lay back and just fire a little bit and just wait. But as far as the GT, I thought it was pretty efficient. I wasn't really counting on how many pots I was getting out of a full fill. But one of the refs, Austin, who was basically stuck at the fill station because he broke his foot and was just basically filling up the tanks of the rentals the whole day, just made a comment on that he didn't see me too many times in the fill station. So just from that comment,
Anybody
I
on
would
the
say
right?
it's
The
pretty
guys over
efficient.
there.
Like I said, I really wasn't counting the pots, but here I am being a gentleman, trying to take a guy out for the lady. So this time we take left. Yeah, as far as the stock trigger, it's a great stock trigger. Definitely much better than the other Macdev stock triggers in the previous versions. Little to no side-to-side play, but since I already had a VP trigger, might as well just put it on. Here, one of the refs is carrying a riot shield, and one of the other refs is trying to get people to shoot him, so I give into it. I tell him I'm going to take one shot, just whizzes by his head, so I take 2 more, just get him on the shield. Great bunch of guys, pretty laid back, but definitely up on the safety.
You playing too, huh?
Definitely try to make it past 50 as I'm running. Some guys try to shoot me, and the guys get shot. The refs get shot at too. So I'm getting shot at from the back left and people on the back right. So and this was a pretty short bunker, so I had to lay low. hard to move up. Nobody was behind me to provide cover. So I was really worried about that guy in the back left, moving up sooner or later. Just try to get him for a few minutes, but he was doing a really good job. So just slowly move up a little bit, try and get a little bit closer to the back. I'm checking my sides. Trying to provide cover for the other people.
It makes it even more satisfying. I got shot in the foot, so. No! Wait! One's walking this way around.
There's another one back there.
There's that guy in the back left again. Still couldn't get him out. This is where I was worried the guy in the back left was gonna come up on me. So basically just trying to move up slowly, trying to move up when he's not looking, try to put him back behind the bunker each time he pops his head out. Eventually I get all the way to the end and try to run to the bunker. And I thought he was the last one.
Surrender, surrender.
So I thought, like I said, I thought he was the last one, just trying to bunker him and end the game.
Oh wait.
So I come around, tell him surrender, and I see two more people all the way over there. And
They're wondering
I was being lazy, see if I could just tag them all the way from back there. Miss a couple of times,
You know what, I'll just advance.
but they see me. So I'm like, oh great, I'm going to have to go up there too. One gets out, and there's one left. So I try to
Surrender, surrender.
come up on the blind side and just surrender. But this person turned right around, and I just had to fire. Finally, we got a chance to go to the airball field. A lot of people in the airball field. Everybody rushing to their bunkers. And in a little bit you'll see my second noob lose of the day. Very embarrassing. So just trying to shoot at people in the back line. Definitely a lot of people back left, center. Couldn't really see whoever was on the right. Yeah, by this time I only had a hopper and 5 pods left. It was almost the end of the day. And I didn't want to waste it all just for this game. So I had a couple more games. So just shoot a couple here and just move up. right about now, I noticed like a couple of drop off when I would shoot maybe the third or fourth paintball. Checking the battery, checking to see hopper's on. So I'm gonna look a little bit, try and get those guys out. And you'll see right here somebody moves up on the snake and I try and get him, but the ball's not going anywhere. You'll see why. So I'm trying to reload, see if I can get him out before I move up to the 50. It's not really doing anything. Break paint. Check the gauge. It is under 500. Right. So I ran out of air. I hadn't filled it up for since the last 3-4 games. I was too busy talking with the other people that I didn't even fill up. So that's my second new move. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, going to the airball field without any air. But that's definitely upsetting and embarrassing telling people how I got out. Now if it was in the woods ball field, I would have stayed and tried to surrender more people, but way too many people in the speed ball field. Here we are. A guy named Steve from Dead Man's Hand finally met us, or just happened to come to the staging area. He spent the whole day working on getting the new field ready and just wanted to play for a little bit. I met Steve about 2 months ago. And, he was a pretty cool guy to play with.
I'm hit.
Nope.
I'm out. I'm out.
I get shot out really
Somebody got
quickly
me on the
in
right.
this
I don't
game.
know how.
Somebody
I have no idea.
ran to the 50 and I didn't even know
In
he
the
was
50.
there.
In the 50.
Shot me through the twigs. So, yeah, there he is. Waves his hand letting me know who it was that shot me. So second game, I move up behind a bunker. And I didn't really want to give my position away, so I just wanted to take shots when I could. Didn't want to lane or take any unnecessary shots. Just wanted to take a few shots when I'm sure I was going to get somebody out, so people wouldn't really know where I was. So I take that guy out by the tree, and there were 2 people right in front of me, but because I was looking through that crack, they didn't know I was there. They were actually firing at the people behind me. And the only place I could go was that 50, that big pile of branches and twigs, and I hate going there. Almost every time I run over there, there's somebody on the other side, and it's basically like a painter paint, whoever shoots who first in a short distance. It didn't seem like there were that many people. So I make it to the 50. And there was a guy on the right hand side by the spool. And he was shooting at me. I shot back. And I didn't think I got him. I thought I got the spool. But he called himself out.
Steve!
So that left the 2 people on the left hand side. I think right there is when I got the guy on the right. And the ref is saying there's a few more people. So Steve takes the right side. I take the left. Try and clear the field and see who's left. But this was the end of the day for me. Thank you for watching and listening to me. And if you like it, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Hope you liked it.